Good morning. Thank you all so very much for coming. I am Kara Grant, and that is Dan Ripley. I did the music and theater portion of the camp, and Dan did the art side of the camp. You probably noticed when you came in, we have an exhibit set up out in the hallway of all your children's artwork. So after the musical is over, we encourage you to take some time and look at it, and then you're able to take all that stuff home, and there's little bags underneath each exhibit that you can put it in to take it home. So we'll have that going for you. The musical that we are doing today is the story by Andersen, the Nightingale, and it does take place in China. So we welcome you to China. And your students have worked very, very hard. We're so proud of them for putting together this musical in 2 weeks. And you'll notice a lot of them had to memorize a lot of lines. So we're very, very proud of them. We hope you enjoy. Turn off your cell phone.
Long ago, in the land of China, a great emperor lived in a beautiful porcelain palace, so delicate and brittle that anyone who touched it had to be especially careful.
The palace was surrounded by a magnificent flowering garden, so large that even the gardener could not see how it extended through the evergreen forest to the deep blue sea and over the Chinese hills to the beautiful imperial city.
How beautiful is the emperor's city. How beautiful is the emperor's land. How beautiful is the emperor's palace and the emperor's jewels on the emperor's head.
The emperor's people took great pride in their beautiful country.
How beautiful the land of China, as beautiful as it can be. How beautiful, how beautiful to me.
Travelers from all over the world came to the city of the emperor. When they returned home, they told of all they had seen. Scholars wrote books, and poets composed splendid verses about the city, the palace, and the garden.
In time, some of the books came into the hands of the emperor and his people. As they read, they were pleased to find such flattering descriptions. The emperor sat on his golden throne and nodded his approval. But when he found that all of the books considered one thing more beautiful than the others, he was astounded.
More beautiful than the emperor's forest. More beautiful than the emperor's things. More beautiful than the emperor's garden is the beautiful music when the nightingale sings. When the nightingale sings. When the nightingale sings.
Nightingale, Nightingale, what Nightingale?
The emperor, like most emperors, was exceedingly rich of wisdom, but woefully poor of patience.
Is it possible that there's a nightingale living in my very own kingdom and I don't know about it?
This book says the nightingale lives in the forest near the deep blue sea. It is written here that she was forced up upon a tiny evergreen.
This poem proclaims that the nightingale possesses the most glorious singing voice.
no more, the emperor called a meeting of the imperial court.
Courtiers? The courtiers were among the most important and influential citizens of China. They were often called upon to advise and assist His Imperial Majesty. Members included
The imperial timekeeper, the imperial physician, the imperial music master, and the imperial chief of staff.
Courtiers, I have recently learned of a very wonderful bird called a nightingale. The books say it is more impressive than anything else in all of my kingdom.
More impressive than the gardens? More impressive than the jewels? More impressive than the palace?
Apparently so.
I've never heard of the name before, Your Majesty.
Well, it is my desire that the nightingale be found.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And it is my desire that the nightingale be brought to me.
Naturally, Your Majesty.
Upon her arrival, the nightingale will be presented as the guest of honor at a spectacular court festival.
Of course, Your Majesty.
So, loyal courtiers, it is your assignment to locate this wondrous nightingale and escort her promptly to the palace. I cannot wait to hear her glorious voice. Make haste!
We shall find her within the week.
No, before the setting of the sun on this very day, I intend to host the court festival at night. You are kidding.
The emperor, like most emperors, had a strong sense of honor but a weak sense of humor.
No joke. Now go quickly. There's no time to waste.
Have you seen the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale, sitting in the forest, perched upon a tiny tree.
Nightingale?
Have you heard the nightingale? Tiny little nightingale, singing in the forest a lovely little melody. I've never seen, I've never heard this absurd little bird. If you see the nightingale, tell the little nightingale, hurry to the palace, the emperor has called for thee.
Having searched upstairs and down, near and far, inside and out, the imperial courtiers returned to the emperor.
Well, what have you found?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain that this nightingale truly exists. It must be a fable. You can't believe everything contained in books. Some stories are made up by clever people. It's called fiction, Your Majesty, and it's considered a form of art.
The books in which I have read these accounts were sent to me by great and mighty emperors. Therefore, they cannot contain a falsehood. I want you to find this precious bird immediately, or I shall have you all.
Your Imperial Majesty, I have found the girl who can loaf on the bird.
You have? Who is this girl?
Your Majesty?
Little one, you have seen the nightingale?
Oh yes, I know her quite well.
Tell us, young child.
Every evening I have permission to take the scraps from the table home to my poor sick mother. She lives by the seashore, and as I journey back to the palace, I feel tired, so I pause in the forest to rest.
And the bird flies to your side?
Oh no, the nightingale sings from its perch on a branch of a tall pine tree.
The emperor, like most emperors, possessed a mighty arm but knew when to use a gentle touch.
How grateful I will be if you assist me with my pursuit.
How may I help?
Will you lead my courtiers to the tall pine where the nightingale sings?
It would be my honor, Your Majesty.